Noisy Pixel.
It's a new episode of Talking Bits. Episode I don't know because we're too cool to record episode numbers because it's non applicable to our conversation. Welcome, Azario, to Mark's introduction, not yours. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you for introducing it.
I did my best, but I am all right. It's 11:30 p.m. It's a late one for me. I know it's 8:30 for you, right? 8:30 for you, but the work must get done at some point because tomorrow is a busy day. I got to do some stuff. You got to do some news. I got to edit said news.
It's gonna be a long day. I was supposed to do a lot of stuff today, playing games wise, but then I went down a rabbit hole of web development and got a lot of stuff done that I've been meaning to get done, and I had fun. I broke some stuff along the way, but came out on top.
Broke some stuff physically or digitally? Because
digitally, the website side.
Broke that thing today, or you fixed said broken thing today?
It's fixed. Almost.
It's never ending problems right now, honestly. It seems like.
Give it a couple days. Well, I just see why people just hire web developers, and just do all that stuff. But I could do it myself. I don't even need them.
All right, well, Noisy Pixel listeners, we have a new podcast hosted by Azario on the website /YouTube called Unqualified Game Chats, and I am not in it because I cannot provide the beautiful glory of information that Azario and Spencer, right, provide in this new podcast about actual games.
It's an actual gaming podcast. It's just a way for me to vent about video games. We'll still have the Noisy Pixel podcast, but that will soon return to hosted by Brian, and he'll take reign on that podcast moving forward. So we'll have 3 consecutive talkie shows for you guys to ingest. I don't think Noisy Pixel podcast will be video though.
Maybe
it'll be on YouTube, but you won't see our faces, I think.
I don't think that one needs it, depending on the format. But it seems to me like lately on Noisy Pixel, the most efficient content that we can pump out in a timely manner seems to be our go-to. So you'll see we're making a lot of podcasts because it's easy for us, and we like to talk about these things. And we can't stop making reviews. But we're trying our best with variety, which you can see if you scroll through the list. We have a lot of new videos or things that are different from, let's say, 4 or 5 months ago. So if you're new, you got a whole new variety. But if you're an OG, just keep a lookout for the new stuff. We're working out over here.
I just know that if I post something and we lose 20 subscribers, I know I fucked up. Like that's
why would that be the case?
Well, because if I post something new and it's not something you typically post, like if I posted Unqualified Gamer and we lost 20 subs, I'd be like, ooh, that was...
They were just offended by the post?
Yeah, I was like, maybe that was a bad idea, but we didn't. We got through it. Everything was fine. But yeah, we have some top 10 videos and top videos coming up, and that's something that I like doing because I like lists, but I know not a lot of people do. But incredibly, they're doing really well for the site, a lot better than the news videos that we've been doing for over a year now. And
you think it's you?
Disheartening.
You think it's you?
I'm starting to think that maybe it's just me.
I think maybe the next one you'll get the 650 that we're looking for.
It's because I don't talk about because I don't talk about GameStop and whatever stonk coins.
Yeah, but I don't want to be another person talking about it. Even people online, I don't know specifics, but I've seen a bunch of influencers on Facebook or something that I watch content for, then they're bringing it up. And I'm just like, can you not? Because this just feels out of place for most people.
It's the second that my dad brings up something, I'm like, oh, this isn't cool. He asked me about it, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's breached
the worst.
The general public.
Yeah, as soon as they get in on something that I'm into, it's like I can't do it. I check out and I won't talk about it and I won't even learn about it and just go about my day.
Like once Joe Rogan starts talking about it, I'm like, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like now, I don't know. It just seems I just don't want to hear about it anymore. I'll talk about any other stock, just no more GameStop. I'm tired of it.
But I mean, I guess they're smart because they do get traffic by doing like the hottest button ticket. But I'm like, I'm just trying to talk about hentai girls. To be honest with you, I
Like
just want
Galgun's
to.
review, right? Another one or something.
It's so
Preview.
incredible that people still accuse me sometimes of being an SJW and just like I don't know. They'll put my morals on the table, like they'll like my what's it called? Journalistic integrity. They'll put
Your
that.
credentials.
Yeah, they'll just like, and I'm like, dude, you clearly don't know me. Like,
They don't want to know you either. They just want to write paragraphs at you. But anyway,
we did have a recent paragraph writer, and I didn't actually read everything he says, but he was really upset that we have score reviews and we don't put the pros and cons at the end. And I understand why it would be easy to go to the end of a video and see the pros and cons. But I believe not only do our summaries sum it up, but if you actually listen to the review, you would clearly hear our pros and our cons where we don't have to list them out at the end for you and you'll know why the score is the score. Is the score totally subjective? Of course. Like that's how it is. You watch a reviewer for their taste. If you find a review by Jacob and he gives what did he give? He gave Chaos Child like 9.5 or something. I played that game and I'm like, I would have given this game 8, 7.5 around there. Um, but you came for Jacob's review and he did the review. So, that's the difference. So when he did that review, that's Noisy Pixel's official review, sure. But
true.
that's also Jacob's review.
Very true. Was that like a preferred game of his, or
He loves
like?
It's probably his favorite game in the whole world.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's probably a fair score. Maybe maybe it's not for you, but like
I did ask him the other day what his favorite visual novel is, and he didn't say that one. He said Buried Stars. It's a new visual novel on Switch, and he was like, "All right." Or I asked him his favorite visual novel on console, and he said Buried Stars, and that kind of surprised me. I was thinking Steins Gate, one of those, and then he just comes out with Buried Stars. So either he's just trying to be cool hipster boy, or he just forgot about what he loves because that's a good game. So that's a Jacob recommendation for all you Jacob lovers out there.
I wonder if we do have Jacob fandom out there. Let us know if you want to start a Jacob fan club on the comments below.
I've been trying to get it started. He's honestly like just to like talk to and stuff. He's one of my favorite people. Even if the world was burning down, I would go to him for a little smile.
Little hentai love,
Yeah, he always brings a smile to my face.
Digitally, of course, but also it does it the right way. I would also like to ask the community, while I have everyone's attention about Jacob, really quick, in the comments, if you're listening, do we post too many videos per day? I want to know.
Do we post too many videos?
Yeah, is there such thing? Because I don't believe so.
There's a lot of times where we'll have embargoes like 3 at 6 a.m. and there's nothing I can do about that. We have to submit our reviews to kind of the review aggregators, so OpenCritic and Metacritic. You have to do all that beforehand. So it's out of our hands. It's out of our hands. You sign on for content, and that's exactly what you get.
Don't hit the bell if you don't want to see the vids.
I honestly do, but sometimes I do try and make sure that at least one video goes out each and every day. Just because like I don't want you to forget about us, and it makes us look really cool with the other sites that are our size. They don't put out shit.
We're fucking dope, okay?
Yeah.
Just wait. Just wait, you know? We're only getting started. The Noisy Pixel name is young.
Mhm.
We're growing though. 10,500 subs.
For
Quick 500 after
for
10,000.
the future, I am looking for a new place to live. So I'll be moving soon. I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you?
I mean, I know you've been trying to move for like a year now, but
Stuff.
is it like happening?
It should
like,
be happening
soon?
in the next couple months. I'll be we'll have more of a nice dedicated Noisy Pixel environment for shows and stuff. And
gonna fly me out?
No. I don't think I can. Is that legal right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I think I just have to wait 14 days when I come back.
I mean, I don't know what you would do in my town. It's kind of boring. We'll go see Brad.
Go see Brad. What's he up to? Who knows?
Who really knows? I'm sure he's something exciting.
You sure? Okay.
Brad is our old editor in chief for the newbies.
We need to go back to another game bar arcade.
Yeah, we used to do these videos together, but COVID kind of stopped that. So you should be seeing more this year when that's all going down.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're already in February and we're still living like we're in COVID land. So, I mean, at this point, it could keep going for another year.
I'm saving a lot of money, so I don't mind.
We're saving money, just what, chilling at home?
Yeah, not doing anything.
No more gas money.
I did get this new game, Mark. I wanted to show you. So, Final Fantasy Remake was really big, so I decided to buy this new game.
Not new.
And it has Cloud. It has Cloud from Final Fantasy Remake in it. And I was like,
is that Duke Nukem on the front?
No, it's just a bunch of characters hanging out with Cloud. He's on the back too. It's a fighting game.
What is this? Is it a fighting game? It's a spinoff?
Sephiroth's in it too. He was also in Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I loved that game so much that I went out and bought this new game.
Is it like the Smash Bros of Final Fantasy? Is that what I'm looking at?
I don't think these characters. I don't know if all these characters are in video games. Only, I'm going to be honest with you. I did just buy it, so I have no idea what this game actually is. I just know that Cloud is in it.
Do you have an original PlayStation?
I have a PS2.
Can you run PS1 on there?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, PS3. All PS3s now can run PS1 games.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have PS3,
that's pretty cool, actually.
They can't do PS2 games. Only the first gen are like.
I actually have a PlayStation 1. I think it's still somewhere.
But I do prefer my playing games on my PS2. But the emulator in a PS3 is really good. If you're trying to play PS1 games on a HD TV, it's actually really good. So I advise people play PS1 games. But I've always seen this game at Blockbuster back in the day, and I that's what I do with my COVID time. I just instead of spending money going out to eat
Blockbuster
every day. Huh?
You still have Blockbuster?
No, I used to see it at Blockbuster.
I was like, what do you got? One straggler Blockbuster just living its best life over there?
It was always on my mind. I can't pronounce it. It's like Erges.
It's not meant to be pronounced, all right? It's okay.
Yeah. That's just...
Maybe it's just an acronym.
God bless the ring. You said it. You said it, brother.
PlayStation 1 had some pretty good games, honestly. It was pretty underrated. I had some good times on the PlayStation 1 as a child.
Oh, when you played games?
Yeah, back in the day. Back when I played games. I played at PlayStation 1.
I'm wondering if we have any comments on that I need to address from our dear listeners. But... you know, we did put out a review called Blue Fire, and it seems like this trend of calling it Breath of the Wild, and I edited the review, and while I was editing it, I knew nothing about the game, to be honest with you. But while I was editing it, never once did I think Breath of the Wild. Like that never popped into my head. And then we put out the review, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is that Breath of the Wild influenced game."
Oh,
Like,
I'm opening up right now. I'm looking at the game. I'm trying to see if I can see this connection here.
Nope, don't see it. Says somebody even commented. Peter Griffith commented, "Breath of the Wild changed action games forever, and I like it." But
I mean, maybe it's got some flavor, but I don't see the Breath of. I think this looks interesting. I don't think it looks Breath of the Wildy. I mean, maybe it's just. I think maybe it's just like the camera angle. You know, I don't know. People get it's third person. There's a sword, and you're. I don't know.
So sick of anything. If you can fly in it, if it's open world, Breath of the Wild clone.
They just find the best game out, and then everything becomes a clone immediately of that. But like, I'm sure there's so many games like Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, like if you can cut down trees and like build materials, it's a Minecraft clone automatically. It's like you can't do shit.
Can't even rate things with numbers anymore.
Why can't games like copy good games?
This guy says unprofessional in that video. I don't know what that means, but
he's the guy who said that the scores are like, well, the thing is he wrote this like 500 word comment or something like that, and I was like, dude, that's a really long comment. Go play a game or something. And then he just re-commented not on that thread, on a new thread, unprofessional, lol. And I'm like, all right.
We should hire him if he's writing for free like that.
Dude, if he's gonna write a whole
like, we didn't ask him to do that. 500 words.
Reviews suck. Yeah, dude, we get it. We've heard it all before. Like, it's this ongoing thing with reviews and scores. But don't fix what isn't broken.
No, don't break my heart, you know?
Yes.
How would you? I'm trying to just read for one other decent comment here. But I don't want to talk about my tech reviews. I'm trying to find everything just blew fire. There's a lot of comments on this video. Help me out here, man. You have some more insight on these comments. Give us one more to talk about.
I think if there's one review that someone should watch if they haven't, it's Metal Unit. It's a roguelike game, but it's actually pretty cool. And I ended up sinking a lot of time into it. It's a roguelike that there will be runs where you don't get any weapons, but once you understand it a little bit, it starts making you so overpowered that you'll just go through the stages like nothing, and you'll have all this really cool tech. It's just a cool game, cool roguelike that's not as punishing as most, and it has cute waifus in it. And it's like,
sorry, I'm yawning. It's like 12 a.m. right now for me. Jesus Christ. No, it's okay. This needs to get done. I am here for everybody. I'm listening.
We can definitely wrap it up though, Mark. You think that's the show?
You think it's the show? I don't want to think it's a show. I want it to be the show when it's ready.
It's ready.
To be the
show. Ready. Any closing statements?
It's all for the potion shop. That's all I gotta say.
Who are you going for a Super Bowl?
Honestly, I don't even know who's in it other than Tom Brady. So you have the Chiefs and who?
The Buccaneers.
I don't care, honestly. Not Tom Brady. Just no. Anyone but Braids.
I don't even know Tom Brady was in it. I thought he retired.
No, he's off the Patriots, and now he's on the Chiefs, and now he's in the Super Bowl again with his new team.
What's Jerry Rice doing nowadays?
I don't know, dude.
Troy Aikman, where's he at?
You're getting a little old now.
That's what I stopped watching.
Just put Brady anywhere, and he just throws the ball to victory, I guess.
The second when I was a kid and I realized my dad would love me if I didn't watch football, I stopped watching. 'Cause at first I thought he needed that of me, but then when I found out that he didn't, it's like, okay.
My dad loves football, and that's his thing. And honestly, he'd probably be a lot happier if I liked football. But I
Your
just
failure was
I just don't watch it. I just can't. It's just and watching anything. We know this. I just can't watch any. Like I just don't like to waste time. I just would consider watching football a waste of time. Some people might consider this talking bits a waste of time, but to me, this is the most valuable use of my last half hour of the day.
And this is the best thing that you can do on a Sunday. What else are you gonna do on a Sunday?
It's not a Sunday for me, but it's Sunday for you. That's the fun part of it.
All right, we're taking advantage. We're done. We're done. All right. Thank you for listening.
We're done.
We'll see you next week. Have a great
You don't get to make the rules. We're done when I say.
Bye.
Zaria wants to leave. Bye.